Greetings and salutations, dear viewers. Get ready for some fantastic content. Hello, fellow enthusiasts. Today, we're diving deep into the fascinating world of Deathlok. Deathlok, also referred to as Deathlok the Demolisher, is the name of several fictional characters appearing in American comic books published by Marvel Comics. The first Deathlok, Luther Manning, appeared in Astonishing Tales August 1974, created by Rich Butler. At least 5 subsequent Marvel characters have used the Deathlok identity since then: Michael Collins, Jack Truman, Rebecca Ryker, Henry Hayes, and Jemma Simmons. A recurring theme among these characters is that a dead human has been reanimated with cybernetic technology. Deathlok technology has also been used thematically by Marvel writers in other stories. The character has also appeared on television in animation and live action, with J. August Richards and Bill Paxton respectively portraying the original variations, Mike Peterson and John Garrett in the television series Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Without further ado, let's move on to the topic of publication history. Although initially announced as the new lead feature for Marvel's Worlds Unknown comic under the title Cyborg, the first Deathlok series ran in Astonishing Tales, cover dated August-June 1976. This initial version of the character, Luther Manning, later guest starred with Spider-Man in Marvel Team Up June 1976, and the story from the cancelled Astonishing Tales comics was finished in Marvel Spotlight April 1977. Deathlok subsequently appeared with The Thing, a member of the superhero team the Fantastic Four, in Marvel 2-in-1 and 54. The Luther Manning Deathlok then appeared in Captain America Orked, Dec. 1983. A new Deathlok, Michael Collins, debuted in the miniseries Deathlok Juliet, 1990, reprinted as Deathlok Special the following year. The second Deathlok went on to a 34-issue series cover dated July 1991 to April 1994, plus 2 summer annuals in 1992 and 1993. The third Deathlok, S.H.I.E.L.D. espionage agent Jack Truman, debuted in an 11-issue miniseries Sept. June 2000. Deathlok has also appeared in 4 issues of the miniseries Beyond. And Michael Collins, in human form and not as Deathlok, appeared in Fantastic Four May-June 2007. Multiple unnamed Deathlok units appear in Black Panther Volume 4. Possessing no human sentience, they were automatons created from corpses of soldiers killed in Iraq. A new Deathlok named Henry Hayes debuted during the original Sin event from Nathan Edmondson and Mike Perkins. While the character was considered to be an adaptation of the Marvel Cinematic Universe MCU portrayal of Deathlok, Mike Peterson, Edmondson stated that the coincidences were just happy similarities and that ultimately they tried to go for a total original concept. This Deathlok had his own ongoing series that began in October 2014. A new Deathlok named Jemma Simmons first appeared in S.H.I.E.L.D. Volume 3 by Mark Waid and Carlos Pacheco, adapted from the MCU character of the same name, before becoming Deathlok in the sequel comic series Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., turned into one by Hayes to save her life. In the following segment, we'll be examining Luther Manning in greater detail. Colonel Luther Manning is an American soldier from Detroit, Michigan, who, after being fatally injured, is reanimated in a post-apocalyptic future originally given the date of 1990, only to discover that what remains of his dead body has been turned into the experimental Deathlok cyborg by Simon Ryker. He verbally communicates with his symbiotic computer, to which he refers as the abbreviated Pewter. He escapes from Ryker's control, although he dreams he has regained his humanity. He battles the evil corporate and military regimes that have taken over the US, while simultaneously struggling not to lose his humanity. He battles Simon Ryker and the First Werewolf, and he encounters his wife and son for the first time after becoming a cyborg. He battles Simon Ryker's super tank, and then begins a hunt for a cyborg doctor. He battles Simon Ryker as the savior machine, and his mind is ultimately transferred into a Luther Manning clone. He battles mutants alongside a time-traveling Spider-Man. He begins working for the CIA, encounters Godwolf for the first time, and is then finally sent back in time to the modern era. Deathlok battles the Devil Slayer, but then battles demons alongside Devil Slayer. He later becomes controlled by Mentalo and the Fixer and is sent to assassinate the President, but is stopped by the Thing and Nick Fury. After his capture he becomes catatonic, and is taken to England for treatment by the Thing. He is cured by Lewis Court, and Nick Fury takes him into custody. Deathlok is rebuilt by Roxkin as a robot and sent to sabotage Project Pegasus. The robot battles the Thing and Quasar, and self-destructs. The real Deathlok, now working for the Brand Corporation, battles Captain America and a time-traveling Luther Manning clone. Alongside Captain America, Godwolf, and the Redeemers, he battles Hellinger. Sometime later, the mainstream timeline Luther Manning begins dreaming that he is Deathlok. He is charged with temporal energy by Timestream. Timestream recruits this mainstream human Manning. Deathlok, Timestream, and Manning battled the Collins Deathlok, Siege, and Godwolf. The Manning Deathlok eventually returns to his own time and overthrows the megalomaniac who had taken over the country. Manning remains in his near-future alternate reality, searching for a purpose in life and unable to disconnect himself from the machine bonded to him. Eventually, Manning travels to the mainstream Marvel universe and encounters Daredevil and the Kingpin. He lives a life of solitude until being apprehended by S.H.I.E.L.D, from which he is later kidnapped by the supervillain the Owl and, mobilized, put up for auction as a weapon. Before a sale can be completed, he is stolen by the crime lord the Hood and sent on a kamikaze Deku run. In the upcoming portion, we'll be dissecting John Kelly to gain a comprehensive understanding of its implications. Kelly first appeared as Deathlok in Marvel Comics Presents. This version of Deathlok was originally controlled by Kelly until its systems determined that Kelly's brain function was detrimental to its completion of the first run program. The Deathlok unit then completed its mission. Kelly's brain was removed from the cyborg and disposed of. One of Ryker's assistants took the brain presumably for use in the SIEG unit. This version was made for the United States Army by the Cheese Deathlok program co-head, Harlan Ryker, after studying Luther Manning's cyborg body. The Kelly Deathlok later became known as Siege. Brace yourself for a captivating discussion on Michael Collins as we explore its nuances and implications. Professor Michael Collins was born in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. He was a pacifist working for the Roxkin Cybernetics Corporation Cybernetic. Upon discovery of the Deathlok program, he was shot with a sedative by Harlan Ryker and his brain was transplanted into the body of the John Kelly Deathlok cyborg. The machine was used against rebels fighting against Roxkin's influence in the fictional South American country of Estrella. Collins regained his consciousness during that mission and stopped the cyborg programming that would have killed a small child. Although his brain was intended to serve only as a medium for the robot's programming, he was able to assert his will over it, installing a no-killing parameter into its programming. The computer is fully willing to listen to Collins, though he must take care to present his orders in a way that helps fulfill the mission and keep people from dying. The computer is fully capable of understanding distinct concepts, such as bluffing, as when Collins is forced to pretend to take a hostage. Later he met Jesus Battlement and also battles Mainframe. Collins learns that his human body was still alive, and encounters Nick Fury and S.H.I.E.L.D. Harlan Ryker hides Collins' human body. Collins aids Nick Fury and S.H.I.E.L.D. in preventing a nuclear strike on the United States. With the Fantastic Four, the X-Men, and Misty Knight, Deathlok later battles Mechadum. He meets the Punisher, and battles Silverman. After that, he teams up with Spider-Man and several other heroes to stop the Sinister Six. He next meets Moses Magnum. Collins finally reveals his existence as a cyborg to his family. Collins then begins to search for his human body. During this time he fought the Sleepwalker, and helps Silver Sable retrieve a purloined Statue of Liberty. He assists a makeshift team of other heroes in the Maximum Carnage incident, protecting the people of New York from a mass-murdering group of supervillains. During the events of the miniseries Beyond, the cosmic being the Stranger pretending to be the Beyonder transported Collins to an alien planet, where he was forced to live for years until being rescued with the aid of several other heroes. However, his rescue required the sacrifice of Greg Willis, the superhero known as Gravity. As an act of gratitude, Collins arranged Gravity's funeral. When Willis' body was later stolen by the cosmic entity known as Epoch, Collins enlisted the aid of the Fantastic Four in retrieving it. In the following section, we'll be immersing ourselves in the captivating world of Jack Truman. Larry Young. Jack Truman was an agent of the international espionage outfit S.H.I.E.L.D. who was transformed into a cyborg to battle the Red Skull. Through telepathic means, he eventually swapped his mind into the body of another former S.H.I.E.L.D. agent, Larry Young. Young is being considered as a potential recruit for the Initiative program. Now, let's shift our focus to Project Deathlok and embark on an intellectual exploration of its various dimensions. During the Dark Reign storyline, a HAMMER strike force consisting of corpses animated with crude bionics was sent to capture a super soldier research center known as the World. These models acted like traditional zombies, craving brains. Their mission was unsuccessful, and as a result, the research group which produced them, called Project Deathlok, was scrapped. As we transition to the next segment, let's unravel the mysteries surrounding Deathlok Prime and gain a fresh perspective. Wolverine's Rogue Ops team joins an alternate future Deathlok Prime, now free from its homicidal human host's brain, to face down invaders from a different possible future where X-Force and all other superheroes have been turned into Deathlok's controlled by worldly authorities with popular support, which produces a crime-free utopia for everyone else. Deathlok appeared later as a guest speaker for one of the Jean Grey School for Hired Learning's classes. Deathlok revealed the potential futures of the students present and the probabilities of them occurring. Notably, Deathlok refused to comment on Genesis' future, revealing to him in private that only he can choose his fate. As we embark on the next leg of our journey, let's unpack the layers of Deathlok and examine its core elements. In the Avengers Arena series, as part of the Marvel NOW event, a female teenage version of Deathlok dubbed Deathlok is introduced. She is revealed to be Rebecca Ryker, the daughter of Harlan Ryker. After being maimed in an explosion that killed her mother and brother, Rebecca was rebuilt using the Deathlok technology that her father developed. Arcade later kidnaps her alongside the students of the Avengers Academy and Braddock Academy and forces them to fight other teenage superhumans in his latest version of Murderworld. Our focus now turns to Henry Hayes, an important aspect of our discussion. A new Deathlok debuted during the original Sin storyline. Henry Hayes worked at Doctors Without Borders. During his duty, he lost a leg in a suicide bomber attack in Kandahar, or was brainwashed into thinking he did. Henry was taken care of by the company Biotic, who provided him with a composite fiber prosthesis. Upon being placed under mind control, Henry Hayes became Deathlok, where he was used as an assassin, a soldier, a killer, a fighter, and an operative. He had participated in at least one armed conflict alongside organized troops, and assassinated countless people even in populated areas. He was even once close to being captured by S.H.I.E.L.D. when a mission went bad in Russia. Henry Hayes was often memory wiped and did not remember his assignments. While at MTA Metro North Station, he tried to engage discussion with another leg amputee and advised him to contact Biotic, as his own prosthesis, plastic ones, as it was the only kind his pension afforded him, forced the man to use crutches. This man left, seemingly displeased with the discussion. Immediately afterward, he met Seth Horn, an off-duty S.H.I.E.L.D. agent who was present when the Eye of the Watcher exploded, releasing a blast of energy which revealed deep secrets to anyone in its radius. To Horn, it revealed Hayes' true story. This level 4 agent wanted to congratulate him, stating that S.H.I.E.L.D. would wish to have him in their ranks. As Henry Hayes really did not know what Horn was talking about, he threatened to call the authorities, forcing the agent to leave after a last congratulations. Immediately, Henry Hayes was ordered to kill him as the announcement board of the station indicated the words Whiskey David, triggering Henry Hayes' Deathlok persona. After following Seth Horn into the restroom, Deathlok quickly executed him, left, took some medications, and returned to his civilian life, heading to the train to join his daughter Arya. In the following section, we'll be immersing ourselves in the captivating world of Jemma Simmons. In the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. comic book, Jemma Simmons, based on the character from the TV show of the same name, became the newest Deathlok, though she has yet to actually take the name. She becomes one after getting infected with an unknown substance contained within a targeted DNA bomb that begins to deteriorate her condition, which also placed her in a coma. With the help of Henry Hayes and Bobby Morse, she is transformed into a Deathlok, which successfully saves her life. Get ready to immerse yourself in the world of Deathloks of Lingers as we examine its impact and relevance. During the Iron Man 2020 event, ForceWorks encounters a group of Deathloks on the island of Lingers who overwhelm and capture them. Quake states to the soldiers that the dead that captured them are Deathloks. With Quake translating, War Machine, US Agent, and Mockingbird learned that someone called the Scientist showed up claiming to help them, where he made Deathloks from the fallen countrymen to help deal with a giant. Unfortunately, something went wrong. It is soon discovered that the giant attacking Lingers is Ultimo, who attacks both sides. As Quake, US Agent, and Mockingbird get the prisoners to safety, War Machine fights off his paralysis and starts fighting the Deathloks trying to experiment on him. War Machine is then saved by someone he recognizes who is in need of his services. Moments later, War Machine arrives with his armor, US Agent's shield, and the equipment of Quake and Mockingbird as he fights off the Deathloks. The rest of ForceWorks discover that War Machine's rescuer is MODOK Superior. It is then revealed that MODOK Superior created these Deathloks to help gain control of Ultimo, which transforms him into Ulti-MODOK. Once the bearded Deathlok with the central processing unit is beheaded, James Rhodes briefly turns himself into a Deathlok to control the other Deathloks who follow Ulti-MODOK into the lava-filled chasm that Quake briefly opened. As we embark on the next leg of our journey, let's unpack the layers of Manning and examine its core elements. Colonel Luther Manning's body was rebuilt into a cyborg body by Harlan Ryker. Deathlok's mechanical, cybernetic physiology granted him several superhuman powers, including superhuman strength, stamina, agility, reflexes, and a computer-augmented brain. The right arm and left half of his face are armored cybernetic implants. He wears a woven metal mesh bodysuit of considerable durability. Deathlok also carried a helium neon laser pistol designed by the US Army of his time, and a throwing dagger. Manning was a military academy graduate, and a brilliant military strategist. He is a formidable hand-to-hand combatant, and proficient with knives, daggers, handguns, and laser pistols. He was later captured and upgraded by Earth's S.H.I.E.L.D. and given jet boots that allowed him to leap at great heights, and his other abilities were perhaps enhanced to greater levels. In the upcoming section, we'll be shining a light on Collins. Michael Collins' human brain was transplanted into a cyborg body by a group of scientists at cybernetic. His cyborg body grants him the same powers as Manning, only with much greater strength, speed, and resistance to injury. He possesses a broad spectrum of visual and auditory powers. Deathlok has the ability to interface with virtually any computer system. He is also able to project his consciousness and sensory projections directly into the net, making him capable of directly hacking computer systems far more efficiently than a traditional hacker. His body can also target nearly infinitely multiple objects and track them. He could scan the entire electromagnetic spectrum. He has learned to use internal nanobots to repair and alter both his organic and inorganic parts, enabling him to appear as either a humanoid cyborg or completely human. He also has a very sophisticated AI, capable of quickly making complex strategies and evaluating their chance of success. If requested, the AI can take control of the body to perform these operations. Collins himself possesses no combat skills, but under computer-guided combat routines, he is an excellent hand-to-hand combatant with an extensive database of combat techniques and strategies. Collins is an excellent computer programmer with an advanced degree in computer science and prosthetics, and helped construct the Deathlok body, along with other cybernetic scientists including William Hansen, Ben Jacobs, Stanley Cross, Doctor Who, and Jim Dwarman. After becoming Deathlok, Collins later modified his own systems. Like Manning, Collins wears a woven metal mesh bodysuit of considerable durability. He carries a plasma pistol which draws its energy from his internal power source. Thus, the weapon can only be fired if in contact with the outlets in Deathlok's hand. Deathlok also possesses a collapsible plasma rifle capable of greater firepower with the same limitations, a supply of fragmentation plasma grenades, and a molybdenum steel knife. He wears a wrist bracelet that allows Deathlok to override similar cybernetic operating systems, and an adamantium vibranium alloy shock dampening helmet. He sometimes uses a refitted cybernetic Dragonfly fighter with a range of several hundred miles. Now, let's shift our focus to Mutant X and embark on an intellectual exploration of its various dimensions. In the Mutant X reality, Deathlok is a member of the Avengers. As we transition to the next segment, let's unravel the mysteries surrounding Deathlok-dominated future and gain a fresh perspective. In the pages of Savage Avengers, an unidentified Earth has its 2099 dominated by Deathloks led by a variation of Ultron who has taken the name Deathlok Prime. Doom 2099 was shown to be an inmate at Hellrock Prison where he was held in a special area. When a time-displaced dagger comes upon his cell, Doom 2099 is offered a deal to join the Avengers. Doom 2099 accepts so that he can take his revenge on Ultron. Let's now shift gears and explore Abomination Deathlok through a critical lens, uncovering its strengths and weaknesses. On Earth 11045, a variant of Abomination Blonsky molded with Deathlok technology appears as Abomination Deathlok as a member of Kang the Conqueror's Chronos Corps. Let's now turn our attention to Ultimate Marvel and examine its role within the larger context. In Ultimate Spider-Man February 2005, the Ultimatus fighter person they refer to as Luther Manning, who looks like Deathlok and whom Spider-Man describes as a half-robot, half-zombie guy. The superheroes take him into custody. In the next segment, we'll be exploring X-Factor and its implications for our subject matter. In X-Factor Up 2012, in a version of reality where Wanda Maximoff declared no more humans instead of no more mutants, Tony Stark is attacked by a mostly cyborg version of Steve Rogers, who refers to himself as Deathlok. Now, we shift our focus to Amalgam, a topic that deserves our attention. In the Amalgam universe, Jason Todd was a young S.H.I.E.L.D. recruit with a bright future, who was personally mentored by director Bruce Wayne and Moonwing. Despite his reckless nature, Dick chose Jason as his successor when he temporarily left S.H.I.E.L.D. to attend college. As Moonwing, he made a careless mistake, which resulted in a S.H.I.E.L.D. agent's death, causing him to be dismissed from S.H.I.E.L.D. Jason became furious and blamed his mentors. He was then caught in an explosion when the villain Hyena detonated a bomb intended to kill Bruce and Darkclaw. Despite his body never being recovered, S.H.I.E.L.D. presumed he was dead, but he survived and his body was recovered by HYDRA, who replaced his damaged body parts with robotic parts, transforming him into Deathlok. He then participated in a coup to help Madame Cat overthrow the supreme leader of Hydra, Lex Luthor aka Green Skull. Afterward, he swore allegiance to her. Later, when S.H.I.E.L.D. agents launched an attack on Hydra's base, Deathlok was sent to confront them, where he spotted his former mentor, Moonwing, and attacked him from behind. He then revealed that he's been waiting a long time to kill both Dick and Logan. He then unmasked Moonwing and accused him and Logan of abandoning him. He then began strangling Dick, but before he could kill him, Colonel Nick Fury and Sergeant Joe Rock commandeered an aircraft and shot Deathlok several times in the back. Despite feeling sorry for Jason, Dick left Jason to die again so he could continue the attack on the HYDRA base. Get ready for an enlightening exploration as we dig into Tomorrow Dies Today and understand its role in the broader context. Featured in the Weapon X comic, the Rocks can control future known as Earth 10,511, where James Barnes is transformed into a Deathlok known as General. Let's zoom in on television and understand its implications. A team of Deathloks appear in the Black Panther episode To the End. They are sent by the US government to ostensibly assist Wakanda in repelling an invasion by a neighboring country backed by Claw while secretly coercing or fostering a regime friendly to an American agenda. They arrive in time, but are sent back by Black Panther. The Deathlok concept is adapted for the Marvel Cinematic Universe MCU series Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. The series' primary incarnation is Mike Peterson, portrayed by J. August Richards, who was enhanced with a variation of the extremist drug created by Project Centipede after being injured. After Phil Coulson's team managed to save his life and avert civilian casualties when he goes into a rampage, Peterson joins S.H.I.E.L.D. However, on a later mission, he is severely injured and captured by Project Centipede, a division of the terrorist organization Hydra, and converted into a cyborg assassin. He is eventually saved from Hydra by Coulson's team and helps to prevent the terrorists from using the company's cybernetic to create an army of Deathloks. Following this, Peterson leaves on a mission of self-discovery in the first season finale. He reappears to aid Coulson in the second season while the latter is on the run from an independent faction of S.H.I.E.L.D., having been personally contacted and recruited by Coulson to work as his agent in the intervening months and provided with several technological upgrades. Later in the season, Peterson is recaptured by Hydra, who remove his cybernetic parts. Once he is back in S.H.I.E.L.D's care, they offer to restore his missing prosthetics and abilities. He makes his final appearance in the series' 100th episode, The Real Deal, wherein he aids Coulson in sealing an interdimensional rift while fighting manifestations of his pre-Deathlok form, Hive, Lash, and the alien Vrelnixians. Mike also attends Leo Fitz and Jemma Simmons' wedding before leaving once more. In the episode Ragtag, Coulson's team discover files on Project Deathlok while infiltrating cybernetic and discover S.H.I.E.L.D. turncoat John Garrett was the first Deathlok. A variation of Deathlok appears in Hulk and the Agents of S.M.A.S.H., voiced by Mark Hildreth. Introduced in his self-titled episode, this version is from a future where the Skrulls successfully invaded Earth and was turned into a cyborg and sent back in time to avert this future. He comes into conflict with the Agents of S.M.A.S.H. while targeting a seemingly normal girl inside a busy mall until She-Hulk discovers Deathlok's target is the Super Skrull and everyone in the mall are other Skrulls preparing for the invasion. After the Hulk defeats Super Skrull, Deathlok activates his self-destruct sequence, but She-Hulk removes his power core and destroys the Skrull ship. Following this, Iron Man builds a new core for Deathlok. In the episode Planet Monster, Deathlok joins the Agents of S.M.A.S.H. and Avengers, among other heroes, to fight the Supreme Intelligence's forces. As we move forward, let's uncover the untold stories and fascinating intricacies of film. In the early years, a Deathlok film was at the script stage, with Randall Frakes as the screenwriter. Paramount Pictures bought the film rights in 2001 and hired Lee Tamahori to direct. Stu Zuckerman and Raven Metzner were assigned as writers, while Avi Arad and Stephen Paul would produce. In 2004, Paul McGuigan was being considered to replace Tamahori, while David Self provided rewrites. McGuigan later revealed that he was involved, but Marvel Studios put the film on a hiatus. He also praised Self's screenplay and that he envisioned Robert Downey Jr. for the lead role. Let's now turn our attention to video games and uncover the fascinating insights it brings to the table. Deathlok appears as an assist character in Spider-Man and Venom: Maximum Carnage. The MCU incarnation of Deathlok appears as a downloadable playable character in LEGO Marvel's Avengers as part of the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. DLC pack. Deathlok appears as a playable character in Marvel: Future Fight. Deathlok appears as a playable character in Marvel Avengers Alliance 2. Deathlok appears in Marvel Snap. In this part of the video, we'll be diving deep into merchandise and unraveling its profound impact. In 1992, Toy Biz released a Deathlok action figure as part of its Marvel Superheroes Cosmic Defenders line. In 1999, Toy Biz released a Spider-Man Heroes Revenge box set featuring a Deathlok figure packaged alongside a Cyborg Spider-Man figure. A Marvel Legends action figure of Deathlok is part of the Galactus series. In 2009, a new Deathlok figure was released alongside Iron Man 2020 in a Marvel Superhero Squad 2-pack. Deathlok is one of the figures in the Marvel Infinite series, an extension of the Marvel Universe toy line. In 2018, Marvel Legends released another Deathlok figure as part of the Deadpool Sasquatch Build-A-Figure wave. In 2019, Marvel Legends re-released the 2018 Deathlok figure, repainted to represent the character's appearance in Uncanny X-Force. This version is a fan channel exclusive and not part of any Build-A-Figure wave. In this part of the video, we'll be delving deeper into popular culture and analyzing its key components. Psychotron by Megadeth from the album Countdown to Extinction, 1992 was inspired by the Deathlok character. If you want to see more videos like this, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications.